This episode gave those feels. The episode of Haikyuu definitely had those feels, and I love this episode for that. No matter if you win or if you lose, continue to look ahead, don't look back, and don't let it bring you down if you lose your match. Just be happy that you got to play volleyball. That's exactly what this episode stood for, and I love that. Half the entire episode was pretty much on that, just confirming the resolve and feelings of the losing team, and it was a really emotional episode just for that. So I feel like this episode handled that properly. It handled loss correctly, I think, in a sports anime. And at the same time, you really get to see that anticipation and tension building up at the end of this episode with Datiko, the iron fucking wall, finally about to move and attack Karasuno. Now, here's the thing I want to bring up, okay? The match that started at the beginning of this episode and was pretty much in the middle of it in this episode and all that and got finished, it wasn't that big of a deal. I thought it was going to be more of a bigger match. For instance, I thought it was going to last about a couple episodes, but apparently it ended really quickly, and so we're going on to Datiko now with Karasuno. So I'm feeling like that first match we saw was just a warm-up match for the future events to come, especially what we're about to see, because this is a rematch for our team after 3 months, and after being defeated 3 months ago, Aussie, he had his entire determination crushed. He could not spike a ball, and at the same time, he wanted to quit volleyball altogether because of this team. So this team is going to have a lot of psychological, like, I guess, elements to it. For instance, we're going to have Aussie probably be troubled with fighting this team, and at the same time, we're probably going to have a lot of issues with it. But here's the thing, if our team overcomes this wall, the iron wall, they will become even stronger, and I like that a lot. There's a lot of meaning in this episode about that, and it definitely emphasized this a lot. The overall animation of this episode, once again, was on fucking point. There is no way I can ever deny Haikyuu's animation level. It looks really good every time I watch it. I love the shading, as I always say. I love the characters' designs, and the way they do the backgrounds all sparkly and shiny, it really makes the characters stand out. Now, the music, I am really digging that Datiko music, that music when it pops up when you hear, like, da-da-da-da, you know, that song. That is just, it's so fucking badass. It's like you're watching, like, something massive going down, like a battle shonen or something. That's exactly how I feel when I hear that song. I'm like, this is getting fucking badass. So, overall, the episode was good. It didn't have much overall with, I guess, major plot progression like there was in a lot of games, but I felt like this episode handled it properly. We had enough character development for each individual character. That's exactly what this episode was for, the first half. Character development for these side characters, which I'm willing to bet they'll have some meaning in the future, but at the moment, they don't. But we do get to see an insider perspective of what it means to be a captain. You have to be strong, you have to have resolve. Don't let your emotions show. For instance, if you want to cry, don't show them. Just go off and be strong for your team, because that's exactly how you should show if you're in a captain status. So, I love this episode. It was a good episode. Everybody, tell me your thoughts about this episode of Haikyuu. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What's your favorite moments about it? I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.